Hi friends, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can update your 2025 planner into 2026. It's a very simple and easy technique I'm going to show you in this video. So let's for example get started with this planner right here. It's the My Beauty planner. You will find it when you go to the Explore page, type in Digital Planner, scroll down, and it's this planner right here. But feel free to open up your own digital planner or printable planner you have created for 2025 or any other year, so you can update it to the next year. Let's get started. Here I have the planner open. First step, what you want to do is you want to first work on the monthly pages if you have any. So here I have monthly pages starting January 2025 and it goes all the way down till December. So let's first delete those pages. Let's click on this icon right here and then click, and then you want to select and delete the February page up until or down until December 2025. Click on delete. So you just want to have the January page left. Then let's click on January. This page is still set in 2025. So what you want to do now is the following. You want to first click on the widget and then update the calendar to 2026. So up here we can select 2026 and this will update the widget. You can also double check by clicking on the widget, and here on the right setting under month, you should also see it set to January 2026. Then next, let's also change this header up here. Go to text menu. This one has to be done manually. Type in here 2026 and then January, we can leave it as is. So now let's go down here to this arrow, click on the arrow, and here we want to duplicate it another 11 times. So type in here 11 and then you can click on Start Duplicate Run Dates. It will now create you the pages for the next year. So let's go check. Please disregard this header up here. You will have to manually update it. Right now we are in February. So while we are in February, we can also just click here and update it like this, February. The next page is March. You can also click on the calendar to check if the month is correct. So when clicking here, you should see up here March 2026. While we are on this page, let's also quickly update the header to March. And then you would do this for all the remaining pages if you have a fixed header applied to the top. We can check the last page and see if this one's correct, so December. The calendar should be in December. So let's click here. You see that here it's also set to December. Okay. Next, let's work on the daily pages. So here might be this page right here where the weekly pages start. This is the weekly planner. Okay, so we can delete all the weekly pages again like we did previously. Go to this delete icon. You want to select on page 28, that's where the second weekly page is, all down until the page 79, which is the last weekly page in December starting in January. Okay, so let's delete those. Click on delete, confirm. Confirm, delete, okay. So now let's open up the last weekly pages we have left here. It's this one right here. And then let's update this for the next year. The easiest way to do this would be to click on any date flag up here, like this, and then you can click here on next year. So when you click here, it will update you all the date flags as well as the calendar. However, I recommend to make sure again that everything is correct by individually clicking on the date flag. So here it's December 30th, 2025, the next one December 31st, and then this should be January 2026. Now you see here that this one is Wednesday and here it's Thursday. So again, please make sure the dates are correct. They are moved by 1 day. So technically what you could do is you can also click here on -1 And now 2029 would be a Monday, which is correct. This one here is a Tuesday, is a Thursday, 31st, so this is correct. And then let me see, January 2nd is a Friday, which is correct. Okay, so we see now that this page is correct. Then up here, maybe let's change it from December to January, like this. And then up here, we also set it to 2026, like this. And once the weekly planner has been updated to the next year, we can then again click on this arrow down here below. And then 1 year has 52 weekly pages, so let's click on 52 times. And let's click to start duplicate and run the dates. Once you click on it, it will then automatically create you the weekly pages. So let's see here, let's check out a few. Let's maybe go to here, page 38. Now this page should be in March. Let's also check the dates if they are correct. This one here is March 18th. Down here is March 22nd. Let's check out the next page. It should move on to March 23rd up here. So let's double click on the date flag so we can check if the date is correct. Okay, so the date is correct. So this was how to update the weekly pages. Now, lastly, I'm going to show you how you can update your dailies, which is the same technique as we did before. Again, what you would do is you would delete all the daily pages, just leave out the very first one. So let's click on this delete button down here below. And then let's go here and select January 2nd and delete it all the way down until, let me see, December 31st. Click on delete, confirm delete. Then let's open up the January page, January 1st. Here it is. All we need to do is just update it. So let's click here on the date flag up here. Then in the menu here, let's click on next year. This will update it to the next year, which is January 1st on a Thursday. The calendar is set to January 2026 as well, so this looks correct. Then from here again, click on this arrow. Then click on 365 because you want to create 365 pages. Click on Start Duplicate. And then now it will create you 365 daily pages. All will be dated for the next year. So let's give it a couple seconds. So at this point, you are done with updating your planner. Your entire planner should now be set to 2026. If you have any yearly calendar, which is just one page with 12 months on it, you might want to individually update each calendar in those. However, for data pages such as monthly calendar pages, weekly or daily pages, you can use the way I just showed you previously. Okay, then last step before you export the planner, it's very important you sync it one last time before you then export it. So you want to go to the Save Export menu, go to Export, and then down here below you want to click on Smart Sync. If you click on Smart Sync, it will sync it on default around 2 seconds per page. However, there is this custom button right here, and you can also set the custom speed to around 0.8 seconds. If you have a lot of graphics in your planner, I recommend you to maybe sync it at 1.5 seconds or slower. If you have no graphics at all, like in this planner, I just have a few graphics here and there, 0.8 seconds is fine. But it also depends on how fast or how slow your computer is. So if you, for example, are working on an iPad, which I don't really recommend for digital planners, you can also set it maybe to 1.5 or 2 seconds per page. So you want to click on Sync. Then once it has synced your planner, you can then export it. click on Next for PDF, and you should have your finished PDF file for the next year. If you have any questions, feel free to always message me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will try to respond to your questions as quickly as I can. Bye!